family was butchered by Hellspawn. To witness such a thing is enough to leave your mind in ruins. The madness killed my sister and left me frightened and alone. Until I was rescued. Rescued by survivors who had joined together to rid the world of the creatures of hell. They saw in me the strength to resist the demons. And they forged me into a weapon. Now, I am ready. A meteor has fallen in Tristram, and the dead have risen in its wake. I will send them back to their graves. Once I was hunted. Now I am the hunter. Only the dead reek like this. The fallen star is near. I have journeyed here to find the fallen star, and purge its evil from this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming!
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates! You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
I came here to study the fall of Old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world.
By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be warmed and brought to glory in righteousness.
I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
Don't you dare lift a finger.
Some heroes are fighting each other in an area near here. Want to go? Oh, and you didn't hear about it from me. Afraid of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really.
The dead, rising from their graves. This must be the end of the world.
Your cart is blocking the way. Move it.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Then you should be out there fighting.
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
No. You deserve whatever dark fate comes to you.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
Leah, is it? Rumford said that you survived the Fallen Star's impact.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
the dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Then I shall put an end to them and secure your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Welcome to the Slaughtered Calf Inn. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket.
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?
We never should have built on this cursed ground. Maybe Cain was right. Even in death, Diablo torments us.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
What can I do to help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Don't worry. I will avenge their deaths.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
stronger.
My hatred is too low.
I returned to Honduras after 20 years. The burden of countless failures and tragedies heaped upon my shoulders. Am I being punished for helping that stranger hunt the Dark Wanderer? I always thought Deckard Cain half a madman. But perhaps he was right. Perhaps he can banish the shadow hanging over my life.
All of these chests are empty. Something isn't right here.
Old Tristram. Diablo's evil still lingers here.
Not enough hatred.
How satisfying.
I need more hatred to do that.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him. Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
I've got some bread.
Death may be upon us all soon, but I shall do what I can to ease your pain.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What of your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons. Hidden cellar. Follow me.
Your mother had her secrets.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton! Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again, but like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here, but whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
So many dead. The infamous Tristram Cathedral. I am close to the fallen star now. So this is where the star fell. My quarry must be near. More control now. These mushrooms are quite enormous.
My name is Latdanon, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart. Need more time. Not enough hatred. This cannot be opened yet.
I need more hatred to do that. I'm still waiting. My hatred is too low. Not enough hatred. Not ready yet. Need more time.
Your fear betrays you.
My hatred is too low. Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die. not ready yet.
This will be interesting.
I need more hatred to do that. I'm still waiting.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
I'm here to rescue you!
Help! Help!
I cannot open this.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
Leah asked for my aid. She will be relieved to see you again.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
I promised Leah that I would save her uncle, Deckard Cain. When I found him, he was facing the Skeleton King. And now, this abomination blocks my path to the fallen star.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
I have but one request of you. What do you know of the fallen star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back. I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard, while he did his crazy research.
What does your uncle seek?
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times.
What did you learn of your mother?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
A tragic story, but I cannot reach the fallen star until I face him.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies, the prophecy of the end days, says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
I am the last of the Herodrim.
You can't blame yourself.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I have tried to make up for my failings. If I can decipher it,
You and Leah seem very close.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must... The prophecy of the end days is a warning to those who all known versions of the prophecy are incomplete.
Leoric was driven mad by Diablo?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
What did Leoric do as the Skeleton King?
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King.
As the shepherd watches over his flock,
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love. You've got to promise me you'll take good care of whatever I sell you. Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
What? She was out defending the gates this morning. What is driving that woman?
Geldo, how sweet of you to ask. My people, the Vetchin, are nomads. You know, men have always pursued me for my visions.
My future holds vengeance.
What will you do with your revenge when you have it? The world is constantly renewing itself, eternally playing out the same events over and over again. We can merely play our parts.
Must you always speak in riddles?
I speak clearly.
Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to half rations. How are we supposed to fight if we're starving?
The rest of the town is down to quarter, including my wife. But you can quit if you want.
Blacksmith, Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Sometimes death is the only mercy we have left. I will help you.
Thank you. Follow me.
Don't tell anyone, but I've got some new items you really should see.
Sure, I may do business with some unsavory types, but I pass the savings on to you.
You think you're some type of hero, here to save us all? The dead will feast on your bones as easily as they will ours.
Sorry, the ferry to Wortham isn't running. Can't take anyone anywhere with all that's happening around here. It's not safe.
This gate is locked by order of the captain.
My friends, I'm sorry.
Sorrow won't save your town, blacksmith.
Not enough hatred.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hedrig, help me.
Need more time.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrig Aemon.
There is one favor I must ask of you. Do you know where Leoric's crown is?
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Tell me about your grandfather, the Chancellor.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father. We heard that my grandfather stayed... When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
A brave deed. It is good to know that there was one sane man among the mad.
So this is how it ends? They dragged my cart from the road, but for what? I can't get it repaired. Might as well dig a hole and die in it.
If you've given up, then you're already dead.